Okay, welcome to At the Table with Chef Jake, the podcast where we believe that every meal has a story and every story has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Chef Jake, and today we embark on a culinary journey through the heartwarming realm of cherished memories and delectable dishes. In each episode, we dive into the nostalgic world of our guests' favorite childhood foods, from the comforting aroma of Grandma's kitchen to the sizzle of a beloved family recipe. We're here to unravel those tales behind the tastes that linger in our hearts. Today's guest is private investigator Chandra. She'll be preparing her favorite dish, macaroni and cheese. Could you share with us the story behind your dish?
Well, first of all, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I do not know how to cook.
So she's going to show us how to cook tonight, guys.
So I'm going to try and put it together like my mom did. My favorite was macaroni and cheese. And as soon as it finished baking, I want the first scoop out of there and I just want to eat it. And my mom was like, just slow down, let it cool down a little bit. But I always get the first scoop.
Oh my goodness. You about to sound like me. I used to do it with my husband. So when he cooked macaroni and cheese, I almost couldn't wait for it to cool. Oh my goodness. Because, and it needs to kind of set a little bit for the salad. But I was you with my husband when he did macaroni and cheese.
It was so good.
Yes.
It was so good when it's very hot out of the oven.
Yeah. So it's so good to have another macaroni and cheese. So
it is. I sort of like picked up some of the things that I remembered of what she does. And I have to tell you, my sisters, I am the baby of 6 girls. And when I told them that I was doing this and cooking something, they all laughed. They called each other and they're like, oh my gosh, that's what she's going to do. So anyway, I may do something wrong and I'm sure they will laugh a little bit later, but I'm going to give them something to laugh about because this macaroni and cheese is going to be the bomb.
That'll be bomb. We're going to put it in the oven and when she said, hey, you're going to see how beautiful it is. Okay?
Yes.
So you can tell us what you're doing.
So what I have here is slices of Kraft cheese. My mom used to always line the bottom of the casserole pot with the cheese. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put a few pieces on the bottom.
So that's one thing about this show too is that it gives us ideas for other families the way they used to do it. Mm-hmm. Everybody does it different. And
everybody does it different.
Mm-hmm.
And
but this is my first time seeing that. I think it's amazing. I would never thought about that. How about that? Macaroni and cheese. She's at the bottom of the.
Yeah, she was like, it's not good enough to make it throughout the whole dish. But to line it was okay for that because you're going to taste all the other 5 cheeses that I have together in the bowl. So,
I love it already.
Yes. So I have here some carnation milk and eggs that I am going to mix together. Here. Okay. Don't laugh if I don't cook this right.
You got it. Look at that. You got it.
Okay. Put that there.
You're the sous chef today.
And then I'm going to whisk it together while pouring some melted butter in there.
Mm. I think Chandra has been fooling her sisters and her mom that she don't know how to cook because she's got this thing down, okay?
Girl, bye.
She has it down. I can't wait.
This is funny. So funny. Okay, so now that I have done that, I'm going to add a little bit more. I have 4 different cheeses in this bowl here. Okay. So it's going to be really, really cheesy. Now, let me tell you, macaroni and cheese is not something that I do very often because it can be very dangerous for your health. So those who love macaroni and cheese, just moderation, my girls. Moderation.
We tell that everything. We have a
everything is moderation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take a little bit, and by the way, my hands are clean.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and put the macaroni in there. Add some macaroni to the bowl and spread it around a little bit. And when I get to that, I'm going to add some more cheese.
And I must say, I like the noodles. She has the noodles with the little rims in them. Yeah. And I wish I knew the correct name. There's the elbow, but it has the rims. So
little ridges.
Ridges. Yeah. It grabs all of that macaroni, that cheese. And, oh.
Yes, it's going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this before, you guys.
I'm so proud of you.
I wish y'all could be here to taste it because I'm sure it's going to be very cheesy.
It's
If
gonna
it's
be
not
very good.
anything else, it's going to be cheesy. So now, since we added another layer of the cheese on there, I'm going to add some more noodles.
And that's what it's about, guys. Live your life outside of your zone. Because I would have never thought I'd be up and talking to them because I got a southern slang that will not quit.
Girl.
But I just came out of that comfort zone and said, I'm going to do this anyway. Because I wanted to bring community, family, and friends to a show and to bring awareness to what we do in our community, how we serve our community, our professional entrepreneurship. So it's about the cooking, bringing ancestral memories, but also about the amazing guests. Yes, the amazing guests that comes on. And we love each one of them.
Okay, so now I'm going to pour the egg and the butter and the cream and the milk all in there. Mix it all together. Put that bowl there. And then guess what?
What?
Some more cheese.
Okay.
So some more cheese, and I have all types of cheese in here. Gouda, Colby, extra sharp cheese. So yeah, sisters, I'm doing it right.
She's doing it.
If y'all want to, because I know y'all are having a field day.
So tell me your sister's name. Call them sisters out there. What are they?
My oldest sister, Pamela, she is the real true cook. My sister, Beverly, she can cook, but she ain't all that, but she can cook. My sister, Charlene, she can cook because she has to.
Okay.
She has some grandchildren over there. And my sister, Janet, now, can make some macaroni and cheese.
I hope she passed the test yet.
This is not going to even come close to that. So I already know Janet she gets the trophy, and I will say that. Look, she's about this.
Oh,
but anyway, we're not talking about small people. But she's
okay.
Okay, so this is ready to go into the oven, Chef Jay.
We're gonna put it in the oven, but we're gonna talk a little bit about you, Chandra. What you do in the community. I see you a lot of times on TV. You're an advocate for so many families and parents and children. So just tell us a little bit about what you want to share about yourself and what you do in the community.
Well, Chef Jay, it is very important that families, parents talk to our young girls and boys. The persuasion of music and televisions in our world, it turns a little person that you love so much when they get to be a teenager. It just takes over their mind, and the persuasiveness of the music, persuasiveness of this so-called reality TV, that's not really reality. It sends young people down a road that they can't come up from. Usually when we were young, we could do things and it'll be okay. In the long run, you'll be okay. Now you can do something wrong and it could be a difference between life and death. And so with so many children running away, and I don't like to use the word runaway, I always say young people are lured away from their homes. And, there have been several incidents recently, and I spoke to the mom and I said, this is the type of behavior that happened before she ran away. And the mother started screaming. She was like, how did you know? How did you know? Is this somewhere that I didn't know? And I let my daughter run. I said, no, calm down. It's not anywhere that you didn't know. But those are the signs that I teach them. So
Can you tell us a couple of those signs to look out for? Because so many children are going to be seeing this podcast. We have children that's in the audience. Tell us a couple of those signs for parents to look out for and be aware of what's going on.
Oh, yes, definitely. When your child starts talking back, and you're like, where did you get that from? Why did you think that was okay? It will not be tolerated here. So the next thing you know, as they're talking back and they're not doing their homework now, they're not getting good grades, and you ask about the grades, and the only thing they can talk about is a best friend. They have this friend. You need to know who those friends are. When I was young, my mom had 6 girls and 1 boy. We never had a friend that my mom did not meet their parents. Never.
We got to get back to the old base just like we get back out.
You got to get back to the basics. You really do. So when that child comes and you by any happen chance, they're at 10 or 11 and you decide to get a cell phone, don't worry too much about the apps. Worry about the group chats. The group chats that goes on Google, that goes in Gmail, that goes on the school group chat. That's where it all goes down. So when your child decides that they may maybe runaways, they start having a phone that you didn't know about or a gaming device you didn't know about. where that person has encouraged them to talk to them on that system instead of the cell phone you bought and monitoring. So that person gets that phone and you get mad with them and they'll say, oh, well, I'm going outside, and storm out the door. And you let them do it. The second time they go outside, they stay a little longer. The third time they do it, they're gone.
Boy, that's something. That's something. But when we sit at the table, now I'm going to taste that macaroni and cheese. But I'm going to tell you a story because I came to one of her workshops. And my husband, when I left that, I was so upset. I was sick of my stomach. I'll tell you what she revealed. But we'll see you at the table, and we're going to put this macaroni and cheese in the oven. And thank you for joining us. And I'll meet you at the table. So I want to taste this macaroni and cheese, which her sister says she cannot cook, but we're going to try it out, okay? It looks delicious to me. I'll tell you that right now. And guess what? It's cheesy. When I took it out of the pan, that slice of cheese is at the bottom was just
drooling.
Yeah. Now, I'm telling you, I'm going to put cheese at the bottom of my pan when I get ready to do it, okay? And that's what I like about bringing people together because, we have my son was on here doing macaroni and cheese that he's been watching my husband do for years, and his tastes totally different, but every last one of them are delicious. So she's going to share the recipe with us, and we want to thank you for being at the table. But I have another question. I want to know what family and food means to you.
Oh, God. Family and food means a lot of laughing, fun times, a lot of food, and some more laughing and dancing. My family loves to dance. My sisters, from me to my oldest sister, if music come on, we're all dancing and talking. And then one of my sisters, she can sing sometimes, and sometimes she can't.
I would just like to come. You got to invite me to come to sister. I'm a sister girl. I love to have a good time.
Oh, let me tell you, everybody who comes, and we usually have a military family come and have dinner with us because I meet so many people and they're by themselves on the holidays. So I always invite them over. So they always come to me, like, can we come this year? And I'm like, don't tell me all that.
I know. I would like to be in the kitchen cooking with your sisters because they sound like they are a lot of fun. And we have to cherish those.
Oh, and I do.
I was speaking the other day, and I said that I cherish family, and I cherish friends, and I cherish all of my business. I'm clients because those relationships is just
that's where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
It shows you the future and what you have right now. Even if you didn't have it within you, those new people who are doing great things come to you and add something different to it each time. Well,
like I said, we want to thank private investigators Chandra for joining us. And what kind of service do you provide that the community could use? Even if you think your husband cheated, you
I provide infidelity. When I tell you that Christmas was all that and a bag of chips and a grape soda,
right.
I had so many clients of infidelity that occurred on Christmas and Thanksgiving. And so I also help people who are dealing with an issue that involve a criminal matter and you need some leeway on what to do when your child or you or a family member is involved in some type of criminal activity. I can help you with that. I can assist you in that case, tell you what should be happening, what should not, what is your rights, and of course, missing and trafficked women and girls.
That's a big thing. I didn't realize it was so big now, but it really is a problem.
Yeah, I have 5 cases with no body. The women's bodies have not been found. And the sad thing about it is that all of these men have children with these women. So now you have children a part of a group they didn't ask to be a part of. And that is, my dad killed my mom. Yeah.
And I know personally some of that, and it's been very hard. Family and friends that we deal with. But if you don't love a person, don't hurt them.
That's my motto. You must have read it.
Yes.
It's like, if you don't love them, don't hurt them.
Right. Okay? Don't hurt them. Please, because the children need our parents. We need our fathers and mothers. If you can't get along, just leave each other alone. But make sure you take care of the children. Yes. Because that's the most important part. And that's our future.
It. That's our future. Right. And we don't want them to be scarred as much as they are now. They didn't ask for that.
No. So how can we find you?
I am on social media, all social media, as Investigator Chandra Cleveland. You Google my name, Chandra Cleveland, you'll see some of the cases I've been involved in, and what it is exactly that I do. I just was involved in a major task force that was created in Minnesota. During the time of COVID, I was interviewed by their Senate as to why it's important for a special task force to be there for Black missing and murdered girls. And I did my thing, and it's the first task force that was passed in the United States for missing and murdered Black women and girls.
You have done some
So,
amazing things. And we thank you for that. We thank you for being that advocate for families that's going through. Thank you again. I can't thank you enough. And I'm so honored, so glad to know Miss Chandra Cleveland, because we've known each other for a while.
yes, a long time.
Yeah. And thank you for that. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you
yes.
for joining us at the Table with Chef Jay. And so that wraps up another episode of At the Table with Chef Jay. We'd like to thank our guest, Chandra Cleveland, for sharing her macaroni and cheese recipe, which was delicious, with us. I hope you enjoyed this journey through flavors and memories as much as I did. If your taste buds are tingling and your heart is full, there's more to come. But before we say goodbye, don't forget to show some love. Hit the like button, share the joy with your friends and family, and of course, subscribe.